going to be doing today. Abs. So we have 4 different muscles in our abs. We have 2 that are in the front, and they are responsible for stability, protecting our spine, and just everyday movement. Then we have 2 muscles, our obliques, that run along the side of our body, and that's what's responsible for twisting. So we're going to hit all areas of our abs today, really get them turned on. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know, but we're going to get into it. So for people that are just joining, you're just going to need 1 dumbbell, a mat, or I'm just going to use my carpet here. And then I'm going to offer a modification for a plank, and you can do that on your sofa, a bench, or a chair. Okay? So I want everyone to meet me down on a mat or on your carpet. We're going to start on our backs. We're just going to get our core nice and activated and warmed up. So, activation for our core. You want to imagine that your navel, your belly button, is pulling towards your spine or to the ground. You want to imagine there's a little rope that's pulling your belly button tight against your spine. That's how we turn our core on. I want you to think about this for every exercise we do today. Now you're going to make a diamond or actually it's more like a triangle shape with your hands, and you're going to place them under your low back or your sacrum. That's going to protect our back from popping up off the mat. We're going to have more stability. You're going to bring both feet above your body, and one at a time, you're going to slowly lower one foot and then the other foot. I want you to start connecting to your breath. Inhaling, exhaling as you bring that foot back. Nice and slow. Every time you lower that foot, I want you to think about pulling your belly button towards your spine. We're just getting our abs nice and turned on here. You'll start to notice the lower you go with that foot, the more challenging it's going to be. You're going to really feel those lower abs turn on. Nice. We got 10 more seconds here. Remember, connect to that breath. Really pull that navel to spine. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. You can put your feet down on the ground. So our next movement, it's a little tricky, but trust me, you're going to feel it. You're going to tabletop your legs, which means you're going to bring your knees right over your chest. You're going to place your hands on your quads. Your legs right out in front of you, and you simultaneously are going to push against your quads, and your quads are going to push against your hands. You can bring your neck up, looking towards your quads, and push against those quads. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. So you really should feel your lower abs firing up on that one. We're going to get right back into it. So tabletop those legs, place your hands on your quads, push against those quads as hard as you can. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Push, 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 push. Navel to spine, suck in that belly button. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, rest. So as we do that, really crucial, I don't want to see your low back pop off that mat. You don't want to arch your back. You want to imagine that your spine is glued to your mat. Your navel is pulling towards your spine. So you have a nice little like posterior tilt in your pelvis. You're tucking your pelvis in and under. Okay, so tabletop your legs. We got another set of those. Put your hands on your quads, and you're going to lift up your head, and you're going to actively push. Push, push, push as hard as you can. Push, push, push. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Woo! Nice job. Okay, put your hands back under your spine. Bring those legs up. We're going to go back into a single leg lower. Down to the floor and back up. If this is not a challenge for you, you can double those legs up. but only if you have that stability in your lower abs so your back doesn't pop off the mat. If you feel that back pop up, go back to single leg. It's super important that we do our correct range of motion. That's how we get the most out of our exercises, and also it prevents injury. Nice job. You got 10 more seconds here. Remember to connect to that breath. Pull that belly button towards your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Woo! Okay, you're gonna place your feet back on the floor. We're gonna go into a simple crunch. So you're gonna bring your hands behind your head, lightly cradling your head in your hands. And you are gonna slowly lift everything up, your chest, your neck, your head, and then back down. You wanna lift up like someone's pulling a string from the middle of your chest towards the ceiling, and back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release, back down. Nice job, we got 10 more. So you wanna lead with your chest here. And remember, you're actively pulling that navel towards your spine. You don't want your low back to ever come off the mat. It is glued. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Woo! So everyone's core should be nice and turned on. If you're feeling any low back pain, that is a signal that you're not engaging your core and you're letting your low back creep up off the mat. So it's crucial. Have that low back down on your mat. Tabletop those legs. We're gonna go back into our pushing against our quads. So I want everyone to lift up, place your hands on your quads, and we're gonna push as hard as we can. Push, 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 push. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, push, 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 2, and 1, release. Woo! Woo, those make me super shaky. Okay, we're gonna go back to our crunches. So you're gonna put your hands behind your head, and we're gonna lead with our chest, and we're gonna lift up towards the ceiling and back down. Lift and back down. Inhaling at the top, exhale, release. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Release. Okay, how's everyone feeling? You are gonna grab your weight and you are gonna stand it on up. We are going to work our obliques, our thigh body muscles. See if you can see me okay. Okay, you're gonna grab one weight. It's gonna be in one hand. The other hand is gonna come up by your head. Oh, too dark. Up by your ear. What you're gonna do is you're gonna reach that weight down towards the side of your body and back up. Remember, your navel is pulling towards your spine, your chest is nice and lifted, your shoulders are pulling back and down. So we just have one weight in our hand, the one up by our ear, it's nothing. Great job. You wanna imagine that your body is in between 2 sheets of glass. So you're just moving down to the side, staying nice upright. We got 3, 2, and 1. Over to the other side. So you should feel a nice burn in that side oblique. So hand goes up by your ear, and we're gonna reach towards our toes and back up. So remember, our body's in between 2 sheets of glass. You're moving from your oblique. Great job. Connect to that breath. You got 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Woo! Okay, so my favorite ab exercise, it's a plank. Planks are so important because it really wakes up our core. So like I said, you can do your plank down on the ground, or modification, which is going to be a little easier, we can do it up on a couch or a bench or a chair. So we are going to go into a forearm plank. We're going to be down on our forearms. You are going to lift your legs up. I want you to really pull your navel towards your spine here. I want you to squeeze your quads and squeeze your glutes. We don't want to have any butts up on display. We also don't want to have any saggy bottoms until we injure our low back. So activate those quads, pull that navel to spine, and we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Great job. So if that was too much for you, modification would be to come to your couch or your chair, and you can do it here. It's going to be a little bit easier on your upper body, okay? But you're going to pick up your weight. We're going back to our side obliques. Weights in your right hand, your left hand goes up by your ear. Remember, we're in between 2 sheets of glass, and we're going to reach with that weight and back up. Feeling that chain through our center of our body ripple up and down. Connect to your breath. Navel to spine. I'm going to say it all day. Great work. We got 3, 2, and 1. Over to the other side. Switch hands. Other hand goes up by that ear. And we lower and lift. Really using our obliques to get us back up. Great job. Connect to that breath. Navel to spine. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Drop that weight. We're going to go back into our plank. So remember your options. You can do it here on your couch, or you can do it on the ground. Whatever works best for you today. So you're going to lift up. Your chest is right over those forearms. Your belly button is pulling towards your spine. You're engaging through your quads. You want to squeeze those quads, squeeze your glutes, and hold it here, a nice flat board. Hold, hold, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. You can go into a quick child's pose. Spread those knees apart and shoot your hips back, letting your head and your chest drop down towards the ground. Actively pull your shoulder blades down away from your ears. Take 2 deep breaths here. Okay, we're going to stand it on up. We have one more set of our obliques. So weight is in your left hand. Weight's in that left hand. Your right hand is up by your ear. Standing up nice and tall, belly button to spine. You lower and lift. Great job. Just feel a little pinch between your rib cage and your hip bone. You want to imagine there's a little walnut there, and you're cracking that walnut. You got 3, 2, and 1. Over to the other side. Weights in that right hand, left hand goes up. Same thing, let's go. We're in between 2 sheets of glass. Standing up nice and tall. Cracking that little walnut between our hip bone and our rib cage. Great job, keep going. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. We got one more plank. We're gonna hold it for 30 seconds. I know that seems like a long time, but we're strong women and we can get after it. So remember our modification, we can be up on our couch or down on the ground. I'm gonna do it on my couch this time. Here we go. You're holding up in that plank, belly button to spine here. Chest is right over those forearms. You're actively pulling your shoulder blades away from your ears. Engage those quads, engage your glutes, squeeze everything nice and tight. You got 15 more seconds. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold it, hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Go back into that child's pose. Sending those hips back, dropping your chest and your head towards the ground. Hands are stretched out in front of you. And breathe. Whew. Well, great work today. That was our 20 minutes of abs activation. I hope all of you enjoyed that. I don't know about you, but my core is on fire. So remember, the more we strengthen our core, the less injuries we'll have, we'll be stronger, we'll prevent falls, we'll have better posture over time, and we have more power for those everyday movements like reaching down to tie our shoes, swinging a tennis racket, or playing with our kids. So have a great day, everyone. Thanks for joining me. And